What's going on, nation? DanielJon, I hope you guys are good. And of course, I hope you're okay. And you are right, tuned in to the Sunday Q&A. Now this is going to be short and sweet, which has kind of worked out pretty well. Now I asked on the Facebook page yesterday, get your questions in for the Sunday Q&A. If you haven't liked the page, why haven't you liked the page? Go back to the page, you're missing out. So I asked you guys to ask some questions. And I got some questions there, and I've just filtered through some of the YouTube videos, and I've took the questions that you guys have answered throughout the week. And I'm very sorry if I've missed your questions. If I do see them, I will always address them in a later Q&A video, or I will write back to you. I usually write back to everybody anyway. I do write back to everybody, but I also like to answer that in the Q&A. So, go grab yourself a BBC, because you've got the Q&A today, and I'm actually going out. It is now 20 past 10 in the morning. I've just got back from the gym doing a bit of cardio, because I wasn't working out today. Leanne was doing deadlifts. But I'm actually going to train with a few YouTube buddies. So yes, a collaboration. So stay tuned for that. The footage will be up soon. I'll try and get that done this week. It depends how busy I am at work. But we are going out to eat as well. So you're going to see quite a lot of footage today. From today, kind of thing. So, but I'm not going to tell you anything. You're going to have to stay tuned for it. So, without further ado, let's answer the questions from the YouTube first. I told you guys the other day that we had a big smog over in England. It was all cloudy, it was smog everywhere, and it was a toxic smog. That's what was going on about the news. And I told you that my hay fever and asthma was playing up. Now, I've got a good question about asthma. And someone said, does your asthma cause problems to you while you're training? I have asthma, and it usually, in cold weather, it affects me. Now, when I was a baby, born, I was diagnosed with asthma. My breathing was terrible. I was in hospital. I was on a nebulizer. So I was on a machine that was helping me breathe and things like that. And throughout my whole life, I've had to have asthma inhalers. Now, as I've got older, my asthma has kind of took a step back. I can do a lot more things now that I never used to be able to do. And I'm going to put that down to the healthy lifestyle where I work out, I keep active, I go to the gym, I'm always, doing something. And I found that has helped towards my asthma. Now, in the gym, going back to this question this gentleman's asked, it hasn't affected me in any way, shape or form. I mean, even when sometimes I do cardio, I get a little bit out of breath, and I think that's just down to cardio anyway. Now, I'm not going to say that asthma is causing me any problems where I can't do any exercise or anything like that, because I still do, like my high repetition on squats. When I go and do my 5 sets of 10, that knacks me, but that will knacker the next person. It's just the way it is. So asthma doesn't really play a part of me. I'm allergic to cats, and I'm also allergic to horses. So I have to be, careful when I'm placed in an environment. So say, for instance, you've got a cat, and you've had a cat in your house and it's been everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Regardless, if I came into your house and you put that cat in a separate room, if a cat's been in that room, my asthma will trigger and I will start getting wheezy, my throat tightens up, and that's when I have to take my Ventolin inhaler to instantly relieve that. Now, even though I've took that Ventolin inhaler, it's not going to prevent the asthma from coming back. So I'd have to take like an antihistamine and things like that. But for the best part of it, no, asthma doesn't cause me any problems in the gym whatsoever. If I went on, I used to try and do a lot of jogging, try and keep fit. And no, LT Rob, I'm not being a butthurt runner. I enjoyed running, but I prefer cycling, so I'm very sorry there. But I used to run probably about 2 or 3 miles. I'd try and achieve 2 or 3 miles. I'd probably walk fast pace, and then I'd jog a bit, and then I'd sprint and things like that, so I'd do a little bit of everything, but that would really trigger my asthma. So what I found best for me was just either a fast walk or a very steady jog. And when I started doing that, I began to progress with my cardio. Now, as I got fat and I bulked up, which I will never be doing again, I'll touch on that as another subject, but I plan on getting back into that and getting fit, and I'd like to, not definitely, but eventually I'd like to run a marathon just to say that I've done it, and so that's on my bucket list kind of thing. Do you do any more accessory work on legs after you've done the 5 sets of 10? So basically my leg workout consists of 3 warm-up sets, which you guys never see because it makes the video too long and they're not that interesting. Then I do 3 working sets, which are my progressively up in the weight each time. And then I do my 5 sets of 10 repetitions afterwards, which causes for about 50% of your training max. So say your training max is 100 kilos, you'll be doing 5 sets of 10 reps with 50 kilos. And after that, I don't typically do any accessory work. My accessory work may include some calf raises, if I've got time. But for the best part of it, your calves are being engaged throughout the whole workout anyway. So if I've got time, I will add some workout to my calves, some work to my calves. But for the best part, no, I don't do any additional exercises. I would love to have the time, and there you go, look, me making excuses again, to do some walking lunges and things like that, because walking lunges absolutely ruin me, and I actually think they're probably one of the best exercises that I like for legs. That's my opinion. So they were the only questions I could actually find on the Q&As, and going through, filtering through the questions quickly. So now I'm going to jump over to the Facebook page. What am I going about? I'm stuttering. Let's have some BBC. Oh, there's some good stuff. So, Haken, he's told me to call him Hacks because I pronounced his name wrong. So I'm sorry, my brother. He said, you keep pronouncing my name wrong. Just call me Hacks. So Hacks. Is that good enough? What do you think about me insuring a car in a few months when I'm 17? So this is quite a different question. Any tips on cheap car insurance? Still got to pay for the gym and stuff. He has a car, but he wants to insure it in a couple of months when he's 17. Any tips for cheap car insurance? To be honest with you, cheap car insurance doesn't really exist nowadays. All companies are in it, and they all charge extortionate amounts, especially when you're a new driver. I remember my first insurance was £3,000 for my car. And I did actually have a nice car. I was very lucky. My dad bought my first car, and I believe he bought my brother wanted a motorbike. So my dad bought him a motorbike, but my dad always said he would buy my first car, my brother's first car. So I chose to have a car, waited until I was 17, and I had a very nice car. It was a sport car, and I happened to crash it too many times. My dad ended up working on it more times than it was off the road more than it was on the road, and I thank my dad for that. He did help me a lot. But yeah, cheap car insurance, as regards to it, it doesn't matter if you go and get a 1 litre Citroen Saxo or a brand new Vauxhall Corsa. Your insurance is going to be expensive. It is regardless. Now, you probably can find, I don't know at the moment, if Quinn Direct is still around or whatever they're doing, but they're an Irish company. I had been with them for about 4 years. My first 4 years of driving, I never changed. I always got a good discount on them if I stayed with them. They was probably the best, cheapest car insurance at first, and throughout my 4 years, I believe that they were the people I stayed with, and they're over in the UK. They're in Ireland, but they cover the UK and Ireland and things like that. So look into them. Otherwise, Admiral, Elephant, and there's another one. They're all linked, but if you get a quote with one of them, the other one usually beats it anyway. So definitely check them. Do your research. I always say you can never put too much time into research. Always research where you're going. If you want to save money or you want to do something or you want to find something that's fundamentally backed up, always do your research. So I hope that's helped. There's some good insurance companies. I'm with Tesco's at the moment because they were the cheapest. So I think Leanne would have... Oh, I don't think this is a question. I think Leanne, just shave that beard in your sleep. He's a smooth sexual tyrannosaurus. Oh yeah, I can't actually grow a beard. If someone said to me, don't pussy out, just grow a beard, blah, blah, blah. I can't grow a beard, okay? I get a bit here, I get the clit tickler, and I get this little Mario beard at the top. Then I get patches down here. Hold up, someone's ringing my telephone. I'll ring her back in a minute. Young Leanne. Miss Leanne, you're calling me while I'm doing the Q&A. So, yeah, I can't grow a beard. Someone's told me to grow a beard. I would like to grow a beard. I'm growing my hair. Why wouldn't I grow my beard? But I just can't. Until I can actually get, like, full hair through here without being patchy, like I don't get a bit here, I don't get a bit there, and things like that, then I will grow a beard. But until then, I'm not going to. As your brand, is Bossman or Alpha Apparel? Don't you think you should... Oh, no, this is the beard question. Right, as your brand, is Bossman or Alpha Apparel? I'm not too sure what you mean right there, but Bossman Apparel is the overall brand of the company. And also, Boss Lady Apparel is going to be the main overhead for the ladies' side. And the reason I chose that, because I didn't want to choose Alpha One Fitness or Alpha One or something like that, or Bossman, and like that, and then be stuck with just that design. Bossman Apparel in a whole is the name of the company, and then it has a lot of subdivisions and subcategories underneath that. Now, if I had 50 grand in my bank account, you guys would see a lot more variations of my clothing that I've designed and things like that, such as I will give you a little tip, a little insight. One of the new lines coming is called Circus Freak, so stay tuned for that. that won't probably be here for the next year, but I have got that ball rolling, but I haven't got enough money to keep bringing these new brands all the time, because it does cost a shitload of money. So, yeah, so as regards to the clothing line, Bossman Apparel in a name is the overall name of the company. I have got the new Bossman Apparel t-shirts, but I've also not limited to one thing, so I can do the Alpha 1, the Alpha 1 Fitness, the Circus Streak. I'm not going to keep going on because I've got so many, like, literally every time I get an idea, I just write it down on my phone. Write it down in my notes. So if someone finds my phone, they're going to find all my ideas. So that's going to conclude today's Q&A. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We're 10 minutes in. It was a short Q&A. And go and grab yourself BBC. Sit down. Oh, and one other thing. A few guys, you've been asking me, you want to train with me, you want to, work out with me. I don't know why. You're probably all stronger than me anyway and better looking. No, not better looking. I'm joking. You probably are. But no, like, a lot of you guys want to train with me, and I really do appreciate that. However, I'm very tight with work at the moment, and I've got an announcement I'll be making soon. I might be actually quitting the gym, but you'll hear about that anyway. Don't freak out about that. I'm not going, like, just going to quit altogether. I'll explain in a new video. But yeah, if you want to train with me, let me know, on the Facebook page. If you can add me on DanielJon, which is my normal Facebook page, you'll probably find me very easy. Then, we can discuss that, and at a time that is, relevant for both of us, it's going to happen. That's regardless. I will make it happen. So I hope you guys are all good. Hope you're all okay. Take care, stay safe, have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace! He was like, I've just got to go, blah, 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 and it didn't seem that far. Next thing, he's like, done like 300 miles. I'm like, fucking hell, man. I can't do that shit over here. Fucking England have run out. We ain't got that fucking long.